Here on the Isle of Jost Van Dyke are the bubbly pools. You can see they are quite bubbly at times.
I did not really think it was going to be so bubbly, and then it was just so damn bubbly.
Exceptionally bubbly.
Exceptionally bubbly, and I realized how easy it would be to be swept out into sea, and so then I went around to the shallower side because there's like a drop off in the sand and a big hole, and that's where I think he would be swept out. So I went over to the rocks so that I'd have something to hang on to because I could see the next wave coming in, and I hung on to the edge of the rock and the water pulled me back, and I grabbed another rock. It was crazy. And then I hurt my toe. And then I got up and walked away. And then I wanted to get to higher ground. Like really fast.
Up ahead of us actually is Diamond Bay National Park. You can see that some of these boats are bigger than others. You know, they all look the same from a distance, but some of them are actually just Goliath. Really expensive, very expensive boats. Very rich people here in Jost Van Dyke. Here we have the kayak provided to us from Nadine and Leroy, our hosts. And we're grateful for all they've done for us. They keep us safe.
It's a really nice place.
It's a really nice place. They don't bother us mostly. That's really what it is. You know, they do their thing. We are just here doing ours, and that's the point. And that's why we came here. And that's why I endorse this for the independent traveler.
Shade grow, my little love. Shade grow, my love. Shade grow, my little love. How shade grow. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound for Shady Grove.
Here we stand in front of Foxy's Taboo, one of the island's finest establishments. The selection of specialty mixed drinks, including copious amounts of rum, are surprisingly modest in price. Well, we're getting a Mediterranean pita, I'm getting a painkiller, and Jamie is getting a
painkiller.
2 painkillers.
Okay. Alright, trying to make yourself look bad.
We are going to paddle into this wind.
Right, because this is Foxy's Taboo, this is Foxy's Taboo boutique. And Benji just bought me this hat. It's got some show.
Wow, how Caribbean, huh? This is an abandoned beach and this is an abandoned boat here in this protected national treasure. There's a little spittle of rain, but that's okay. It's more than warm enough. And I do believe that the sun will shine on this donkey's ass in no time. Okay, ready? Again. If you're looking to get off the beaten path here in Jost Van Dyke, try a ridgeline walk. Right over here you can see the heavily populated St. Thomas. That's the US Virgin Islands. And we're gonna scan to our left. Now we're looking more south and you can see St. John, which is dominated by National Park. And as we arrive back to the bowl formed by our lovely Jost Van Dyke, you can see Tortola, and finally, scanning all the way over, you can just make out Virgin Gorda. Warning, travelers, you may sweat a little bit if you take this hike.
Pretty much, you know, some of the hills are like good.
Sometimes when you're traveling, you'll come upon surprises. Surprises like this arrow, which leads to this man, which frankly it's anybody's guess. Well, we followed the arrow. It didn't lead to much of anything.
Very there's caves down there, and the caves could have something in it, but neither Benji or I felt like compelled to want to go digging around in the caves or to go through the brush because it's kind of sticky and there's not really a set path, but you do go down this arrow path and there are caves down there. I'm just saying you might find something.
Well, we made it about 100 yards and we came upon these stone statues. They're sculptures. They reminiscent of the Scottish cairn. We decided to add a rock to it and thank the gods of nature for good graces of this weather on this day.
Coming around, I think our last bend here, circumnavigating the island. We don't know where this road goes though on this side. Like it looks like, Ben, where does the road go?
Great Tobago. We think it's gonna bend
sure that this
back.
Is be like the most beautiful beach that we've ever been to, and we're hoping that there's a cold drink when we get down there. But I mean, look at that. It's gonna be amazing.
We're gonna go swimming right. Well, we've regained the concrete, and as you can see before us is White Bay.
Yes.
Lots of big ones. Lots of big ones. We are optimistic we'll be doing some snorkeling after having a painkiller at one of Jost Van Dyke's most famous restaurants. Jamie?
Soggy Dollar.
The Soggy Dollar Bar.
You always want to say Soggy Bottom.
No trip to Jost Van Dyke is complete without a stop at the Soggy Dollar Bar. Get there by boat with the Soggy Dollar, or come by foot like us. This is the invention of the painkiller. Happened right here in what is now a long ago forgotten time. Not forgotten, quite.
Cheers.
We got. This is actually look really nice fish. It's delicious.
Why?
I'm finding it moist.
My little love, Shady Grove, I know. Shady Grove, my little love, I'm bound for Shady Grove.
At Corsair's Great Harbor, arguably the most delicious cuisine this island has to offer, but you didn't hear that here.
What did you eat?
We had linguine with some mahi-mahi, and before that we had some tuna over some seaweed salad, ahi tuna. And this came highly recommended by our dinghy boat friends. And yeah, this is sort of the strip. We'll walk down the strip in a minute. We're going to go to Foxy's, the oldest restaurant on the island. Not to be confused with Foxy's Taboo, one of the newest restaurants on the island. Interpret as you please. But take a look around at this decor. It's really something to behold. There's nothing but authenticity to be found here. Even the locals dine here. You just, for example, Kiki, our waitress over at Foxy's Taboo. Oh yeah. So Jamie, tell me about your time here.
At this restaurant?
Yeah.
This guy takes his food really seriously, and he just told us he's Italian, and that is why he takes his food so seriously. But it was pretty delicious. It's a little surprising to be able to be barefoot with, like, you know, coming off the ocean and coming to this place. We walked in thinking it was just like a sit down and take a table kind of thing, and the guy was like, excuse me, you need a reservation. So, you do need a reservation to eat dinner here.
Classy breakfast this morning, made by Jost Van Dyke, also known as Jamie Williams. We did lamb and eggs with some Vermont select cheeses. So here we sit, full of protein, salt,
Vermont dairy.
And
On our final day, final full day.
what are we gonna do today?
Today is going to be a snorkel extravaganza. It is the hottest day yet. We're going out to this island out here. And we are going to snorkel it until it asks for our mercy.
Maybe we should go by this big pirate ship.
I definitely think we should go by that pirate ship.
Sometimes in Jost Van Dyke, when it rains a lot and you've taken a little boat out, you need to seek shelter under, you know, a piece of plywood. Just
Can you see the rain?
It's letting up now, but it was very, very, very rainy. We thought the island might drown.
It is letting up. Look, that little river is
It is letting up. We'll see. We'll see. If you don't like the weather in Vermont, Caribbean, just wait a minute.
We did get a little bit of snorkeling in. That was nice.
Yep.
About 20 minutes there.
Oh, you know, the thing about it is when you're in the water, it doesn't matter if it's raining. It was kind of raining a little bit when we left, just a little bit, sprinkles. But Leroy didn't think it was a problem, so we went out anyway.
And we got a beer.
That's the important, you know, we're safe, Mom.
Mom. And a cooler full of food and water, and we're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. We even have a cotton blanket.
This is going to be great.
Great.
This is going to be great. This is great.
This is great. Well, we rented a dinghy for the day. We're headed off to this island. We went to that island, which then a huge rainstorm came and we made shelter underneath that piece of plywood. And we're headed back out for our second round of the day here.
To this island.
We're taking this lovely boat, which you can rent for a mere $100 for the day. And we've driven it out here and we've snorkeled in this cove. We saw there was some nice corals, nice scenery. It's not going to blow your mind, but you know, Jost Van Dyke can boast a selection of coral reefs to choose from. If you're coming to Jost Van Dyke, don't expect to be driving the dinghy around Sandy Point here in the middle of the night. You park your dinghy by sunset, dusk at worst, and then you go on with your merry way. We were lulled into a false sense of security by a number of different individuals, I would say, a number of individuals along the way. There's not a lot of rules here, so we're left to you know, listen to our own good judgment. Anyhow, Nadine came and found us. They said they didn't find us soon. They were gonna send out the search and rescue boats. But the point is, they found us because we hadn't had the bad judgment yet to drive away. But you know, I was kind of thinking about the Tom Sawyer thing. Like, I'd be Tom Sawyer, you'd be Huck Finn, you'd be Tom Sawyer, I'd be Huck Finn.
Make it.
We would have paddled against the current in the waves. Maybe had to walk on shore. Maybe wait till dawn for the first boat to come by. You know, whatever it takes, whatever it would have taken, we would have gotten back. Could have been quite the adventure. We're ending here where we started all off on the first day. Private beach for our Jost Van Dyke villa. You can see there's really nobody but a beautiful beach. A lot of people might have come for just this. We thought that this was going to be the star attraction. Little did we know all the treasures and discoveries that would await us here on Jost Van Dyke.